Welcome to Leigh's Mailbag, where I answer questions received from wonderful realtors throughout humanity who are trying to do a really great job for their clients. And so today I want to talk to y'all about your first listing appointment, because I had a wonderful agent who's so excited she's going on her first listing, and she said, Leigh, what do I do? And I had to think back to my first listing appointment, and if y'all are experienced realtors out there, you know that sometimes it's hard to remember, especially when your hair has changed colors and styles and all these other things in time. I wasn't wearing readers back then either, but that's a different discussion. So anyway, my first listing, I was scared out of my mind. I mean, as a realtor, you already know more than most people in the public do, but we aren't really trained that well when it comes to handling people's largest financial instrument. I mean, come on, y'all. We don't take it very seriously sometimes. So in that first listing appointment, some companies still do training that tells you to go in the door and talk about the company and how many transactions they do and where all their advertisements are located and blah, 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 which is why the consumer thinks we're all a bunch of pompous windbags. We are walking in the door, talking like a freight train without nary a moment for that consumer to talk to you about what's important to them. And in reality, y'all, when you're handling somebody's largest financial instrument, there's more to it than what you think you know going in the door. Perhaps for that person, time is the most important aspect of getting that house sold. For some people, they've got to scratch every dollar out of that house that's possible. And for some folks, they need that Nordstrom level customer service that's going to allow them to have a turnkey experience in selling this house. But you're not going to find out what's important to that person until you ask some questions. And so I told this dear reader that the most important thing she can do is ask questions. Second most important thing she can do is listen to the answers and respond appropriately. Because y'all, your listing appointment is not a static thing. It moves and changes based on what the consumer needs. If we would but slow down and remember what people are looking for when they call us, which is a high level of professional expertise, maybe we'd ask more questions before we went right directly into surgery. I mean, I don't want my heart surgeon cutting on me unless he's asked me a goodly number of questions first. So for example, ask this person, why are you selling your home? Ask them what number they're hoping to get on the house, and then ask them what happens if they don't get that number, because some people need to be told that maybe it's a year or 2 years before the numbers will look like what they want, because we're not running any kind of magic fortune telling shows here. So ask those questions, and then I'm going to tell y'all the hardest question for realtors to ask, and this advice was given to me years ago, and it was probably given to me by the Crockett team up in Mentor, Ohio. They're just some of the most amazing mentors that have ever lived in real estate. But one of the biggest questions we ask is, what are the 3 most important things to you in the realtor you're interviewing? Let the consumer tell you what's important to them. You'll find out that they'll tell you what's important, then you can respond to those needs. You'll do a better job. You'll be a better realtor, and your business will grow, but it's not growing on the backs of anybody that's negative. It's growing because word of mouth is powerful when you do an amazing job listening. So please pay attention. Act like your job is important, y'all, because it is.